Hello, my Smooners. Welcome back to Being Mrs. S. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna get right into the topic of today. So the topic of today is Ozempic Face. And first of all, let's start out with singing a Ozempic. You know, Ozempic, you know. Okay, guys, if you're following me, my beautiful Smooners, the braces, I'm getting more comfortable with the braces. It's still a little weird, but I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with the braces. But let's get into the topic of today. We are going to be talking about Ozempic Face. I'm gonna pull up my the notes that I made regarding this very topic because it is hilarious. So a few days ago, and since I've been on Ozempic, this is what I started November, December, January. So this is the beginning of my 4th month on Ozempic. Actually, what's today's date? The 5th, yeah. So I'm well into the beginning of my 4th month of being on Ozempic. When I tell you this drug is a miracle drug, go back. I've put so many videos out there. This is not an update video though, so I think next week I'll be doing my update video. But if you watched the last video, the drug is great. I'm losing weight, it's no joke. But so today I'm going to be talking about Ozempic Face. So since I've been on Ozempic, I've been very keen on paying attention to anything that, you know, when they're talking about these drugs, whether it is liraglutide, semaglutide, tirzepatide, you know, the Saxenda, Wegovy, Ozempic. I'm following the topics, and you know, I'm doing the research because I'm on the drug, so I need to know, you know, what new things people are talking about, what new things are out there, you know, the side effects and things like that. So every time I see these articles, and also this, whatever those algorithms are, once they know that you're doing something like this, you get news and notices and things just get pushed to your phone or wherever you get your news. So the other day, I saw an article on Ozempic Face, and I was like, what are these people talking about? Once something is hot, you're gonna have, whether it's the news, media, or whoever it is, people are either trying to talk it down or make it look bad, or just put stuff out there, whether they have the right information about it or not. People are gonna talk about it because it's hot, everybody is doing it or whatever. So you better do your own research. You better take the time and do the research to find out about whatever it is you're putting into your body, as opposed to just relying on what they said on the 5 o'clock news or things like that. Because especially if they're not taking it, depending on what their agenda is, the information may not be accurate. But anyway, I digress. I saw an article about Ozempic Face. So basically, they were talking about how a lot of people who are on the drug Ozempic, their faces look, you know, gaunt and old and, you know, weird. And so the plastic surgeons have tagged it Ozempic Face. These doctors who are the ones who are prescribing the drug for the people who are not technically supposed to be on the drug, they lose the weight and they come back and their face is looking weird. So it's like a way to keep the customers coming in. I'll give you the drug, you lose weight, your face now looks skinny, come back and I'll Botox you up or I'll collagen you up, you know, give you the shots and take, you know, help you get your face back to where it's supposed to be. So they've tagged it Ozempic Face, and I'm like, you know what, they're gonna come up with all kinds of crazy things. Your face is gonna look skinnier. You're gonna lose weight. It's not just your face. And typically, what I've noticed, I don't know if anybody else loses weight the same way or even gains weight the same way. Well, when I'm losing weight, it's like face and toes, and you start noticing the weight loss in those areas first. Your middle section is the most difficult place to lose. It's the slowest place to lose, but you start noticing it. The shape of your face begins to take form. Your cheeks are getting smaller. Your neck, your what is this thing called? Collarbone. Your fingers. You'll notice the weight loss in those areas before maybe the boobs, the stomach, the butt, the thighs. But so they've coined it Ozempic Face because people tend to look really gaunt when they lose the weight. And I don't know why they're calling it Ozempic Face. Anyone who's going to lose weight, especially when it's in such a drastic fashion and maybe even in a short time frame, it's going to take time for people's eyes to adjust to you who, being a certain look and then going to a completely different look, and that's what you give up when you lose weight. People who are more on the overweight side or bigger, they always look fresher in the face because that's what it is. Look, fat is not all that bad. It isn't. So it makes you look alive, right? Everything is plump. It plumps up your face. That's the way your face looks. If I don't know if you guys remember Jennifer Hudson when she lost the weight, it was just so weird. Her face just looked, but it's an adjustment. It's like, okay, I'm not used to seeing you look like that. So I need to adjust. But now they're calling it Ozempic Face because why not? Everybody's talking about Ozempic, so we're just gonna call it Ozempic Face. And I'm like, cut it out, especially you plastic surgeons and trying to get people to come back for more services from you. It's just something that naturally happens. You're losing weight and that's what's going to happen. However, there is a little bit of a point, okay? And I'm going to tell you what the point is. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, I've talked about, hair, skin, things like that. One thing that's big on YouTube is about when people are talking about hair, your hair length in, especially black hair. So you see somebody and they use this rice thing for their hair, and which I'm not saying that there isn't some truth to it, or it's just like skincare, right? There's a level of truth to it where those things can help, but for the most part, that's just 20%, right? 80% is genetics. You see someone who has beautiful skin or someone who just will never gain weight no matter what they do. It's all about genetics. It's the DNA. Now, skincare products, hair care products and things like that, they do help. They do. But I would say, and I've said it so many times, there's no point comparing yourself to the next person, because go and look at their history, look at their parents, their grandparents, and then you'll understand why they have hair like that, why their skin is like that, or whatever. Do the same thing with your own history. Look at your parents. Your skin is not gonna be too far off from your parents' skin or your grandparents' skin. So there's a lot of that has to do with the genetics, but then with the 20%, it's about what you ingest and what you apply topically, whether it's to your hair or your face. So that's where this little bit comes in. I'm taking Ozempic. I would say genes wise, my parents were had really good skin, really good hair. So I know that a lot of that is gonna come from that. My skin staying, plump, right? but I'm helping myself because I'm aging, you know, and those things may not be as, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Vibrant or whatever as it was before. So you're gonna help yourself. And so one thing I do take is I take collagen peptides and collagen. And I'm going to put a link in the description box where you can purchase directly from Amazon. I've been taking this since I've been, actually before I even got on Ozempic, because I had already been trying to lose weight and I was rationing down on how much I was eating. But I take collagen, I put the collagen peptides or just regular collagen in my tea every morning when I drink it, and that's something that I do. I also use vitamin C on my face, and I'm gonna also put those products in the description box. So that there is a little bit of truth to that, and that's just, when I say a little bit of truth, that's just because it comes with the territory, isn't it? You're losing weight, so that's what's going to happen. So what I'm doing to combat the gaunt looking and you know that's scary, oh my god, you lost so much weight and you look weird now, is I'm taking the collagen, and I am definitely making sure I'm taking my vitamins and obviously making sure my skincare routine is still on point. So one other thing you can do is get a face massager. There's one, I've forgotten what it's called, and I wish I had written it down. I didn't write it down, but what is my sister sells that product, but it's a face massager just like this, right? I have several of these different kinds. This one I haven't opened it yet, but one thing you want to do is to stimulate, you know, your face, or what I do is I stimulate my, you know, my face and make sure I keep it awake with the face massaging. I have one, I mean, I haven't used this one yet. This one is a germanium stone facial massager, and you just go like that on the face. The other one I have is downstairs. That one has more like a rubbery roller kind of thing on it, and I just go around the face. So that's another thing that I do to just keep the plumpness of the face going. So definitely collagen, keep up with your vitamins, and keep the face massaging going, and also your facial products that you put on your face. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about on this episode of Being Mrs. S Ozempic Face. So let me know if you're finding the same, you're doing the same thing as far as keeping an eye out for these articles that come out, and if you're noticing the same thing as far as losing weight. Is your skin losing that elasticity, that texture to it, and what are you doing to combat that? As I've stated that I'm using collagen and things like that. I think the only injection that I am willing to take at this point, not that I have a problem with needles, because I actually do not mind them, but the only injection I'm taking is Ozempic. I'm not thinking of keeping injecting my face with things like that. And that's not to say it's bad. Obviously, if you need to do it, you need to do it. But I am not doing it. At least not now. So for now, I'm sticking to the collagen. For now, I'm sticking to the face massages. For now, I'm using my Estee Lauder products. and I am keeping my face looking youthful that way and not scary. So anyway, yep, that's the topic of today. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. I love the comments. And yeah, tell me what you're doing to ensure that, you know, you still look nice and juicy without the extra fat. So anyway, thank you, my Smooners, for joining me, and I'll circle back.